Alright, so hold on, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I told you. Alright, hold on. Alright, so the Elf Towers. Alright, hold on. Let's go right into this real quick. The Elf Tower lit. The Elf Tower is an extremely low frequency that carries cell phones and computer signals. It is the same signals that interrupt normal flow of thoughts. They are also designed to influence and record mind frequencies. The signals that record all information about each citizen and passes information through computer algorithms that cause distractive events and counterintelligence. The towers that collect marketing statistics about you, your demographics, geographic location, etc., then recalculate and distribute back to you in strategic ways based on your information. Once all this information is collected, it will be used to create godlike holograms in the future. These holograms will be reflected identical personalities of the same demographics. This is known as Project Bluebeam. All right, so you know what I'm saying? We got Elf Towers. Really started back in the 40s. You know what I'm saying? With push to talk, motherfuckers on the truckers. The truckers used to have push to talk. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, Netflix used to have the same sort of technology. You know what I'm saying? That was 0G. Right now we're moving up to 6G. You know what I'm saying? So like I think they're saying by 2030, you know what I'm saying, we're supposed to have 6G. You know what I'm saying? So if you remember, how do we go from 0G to 6G? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The functions of 6G is more designed around like the metaverse. You know what I'm saying? In the aspect of everybody gonna kind of have their own universe, and we gonna need some type of like glasses or some type of device, like something to interface everybody's own universe. You know what I'm saying? So like right now, 5G allows you to do mobile like technology. You know what I'm saying? From I think they say up to 10 miles. I think it is. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes even further than that. So like if I'm right here, I'm in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? But like through 5G, I could go in through a computer interface and do surgery like in fucking China somewhere. Like you know what I'm saying? And they're like the way I move my hands, the mechanics, you know what I'm saying, all the way in China somewhere is able to receive my commands, you know what I'm saying, in an instant and react exactly how I'm able to move. So I'm gonna move my hand if I do this, or like whatever I'm able to do, you know what I'm saying, it can go miles all the way across the world, you know what I'm saying, and be able to pick up on that and reproduce that action in real time. You know what I'm saying? That's what shit like 5G can do. So I'm saying 6G is taking that to a whole nother level. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you think about like cars, like automatic cars driving around on the highway. You know what I'm saying? Where like 6G, you gotta have all these cars kind of on the same wavelength, you know what I'm saying, to communicate to each other so none of them crash. So I'm saying this type of shit coming like 2030. So I'm saying, so like right now the type of elf towers that they putting up, so as a matter of fact, let me show y'all this real quick. You know what I'm saying? What up, people? What up? So the type of elf towers motherfuckers putting up right now, like, let me show y'all this shit. You see what I'm saying? Oh, go get this cracking. Right. So you see it says spy agency said, according to documents leaked, so the NSA sells $40,000 active base station to use this tool to mimic mobile cell phone towers and monitor cell phones. In 2014, the Wall Street Journal reported that a technical operations group of U.S. Marshals utilized spy devices known as dirt boxes to mimic powerful cell tower signals. Such devices are designed to cause mobile phones to switch over to the tower as it is the strongest signal within reach. The devices are placed on airplanes to effectively create dragnet, gathering data about phones and the planes travel about populated areas. You know what I'm saying? So, mind you can go look this up right on Wikipedia. You know what I'm saying? This is all this is. Let me scroll up to the top. You can see what this is. So I'm saying it says cell site. So I'm saying, so they tell you they're like, you know what I'm saying, they use these cell phones, like, you know what I'm saying, they be doing shit like this. Like, they disguise like these towers as trees and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is common knowledge, man. You know what I'm saying? You can go look this up yourself. You know what I'm saying? They do shit like this. You know what I'm saying? They disguise these cell towers as trees because, you know what I'm saying, they don't want nobody to know. It's so many that there's as many of them out there as there is. So I'm saying, mind you, like, some of them, they say look ridiculous as hell. You know what I'm saying? Now, cell phone towers, you know what I'm saying, if you look here, it says the effect of electric field exposure on the reproductive system. This is what elf towers, or what they call extremely low frequency electromagnetic fields, shit like that. They hit you mostly in the reproductive, you know what I'm saying, in the reproductive area, especially like men and women. Like it'll lower your sperm count, and in women, it'll alter their fertility rate. You know what I'm saying, where like they won't be as fertile, or you get situations like women with PCOS. You know what I'm saying, where they get like tumors and stuff like this on their eggs. You know what I'm saying? And it produces like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes kids with like Down syndrome or certain developmental issues, shit like this, you know what I'm saying? So L towers, this is where they hit you as the reproductive system. You know what I'm saying? So like it affects your hormones in a certain way to aspect like, you know what I'm saying? Kids nowadays born with more lust. You know what I'm saying? Than kids, you know what I'm saying, previous 10, 20, 30 generations previous. So I'm saying because it's hitting you there in the hormones and the reproductive man. The same way like PCOS hit certain women, you know what I'm saying? It makes certain women more masculine or makes certain men more feminine. You know what I'm saying? Or the vagus nerve, kind of, this is regulated a lot by the vagus nerve. You know what I'm saying? If you do research on that, you know what I'm saying? So, elf towers, especially when you consider the concept of barium. Like barium is the shit that's in the chemtrails. So you got like airplanes that be flying and shit, and they spraying out this. You look up, you think it's smoke, but what it actually is barium. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's metal in there. So I'm saying, so like when you mix this type of barium with electromagnetic waves, it makes it easier. You know what I'm saying, to spread that type of energy, you know what I'm saying? Especially in like lower class neighborhoods, like where the fuck I live at, like in the hood and shit like that. Like you see fucking 10, 15 planes flying around with like chemtrails moving through the air. Like you know what I'm saying? And you look up and you see like fucking 5, 6 elf towers in that same region. What you don't know is that, like the barium is mixing in with them electromagnetic waves, causing, you know what I'm saying, a certain level of lust, like, you know what I'm saying, in that area to rise up. They got a movie about this too. I can't think of the name of it, man. A good friend right here told me about it. But they was putting like these metal things on their head. Like they was, what was it, like the scouring pads, and like they were open them up and put them on their head. I can't think of the name of the movie, but like they were saying that was supposed to like block out the electromagnetic. If anybody know the name of that movie, you know what I'm saying, leave it in the comments below. So I'm saying, but they got movies that kind of talk about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like same thing, like it was happening like in the hood, where like they was targeting the hood to do this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So elf towers already make niggas crazy a certain way, but the way you really need to know is like the way it hits you more than anything is like through your hormones, and like, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, hormones which hit you like porn addiction, you know what I'm saying, Instagram addiction, like dudes be on Instagram all day looking at girls and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like girls like OnlyFans and shit like this. This is where this shit pop up through the algorithm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, like as you go from 3G, 4G, 5G, 6G, you know what I'm saying? Like 3G, they didn't have OnlyFans or where you can stream, like motherfucking can stream live, like cam girl. Like you on certain like websites now, they got cam girls. Like a girl can literally stream herself live naked. You know what I'm saying? Like this is 4G, 5G shit. You know what I'm saying? Like 6G, you can literally, you know what I'm saying, beam the whole holographic image, you know what I'm saying, right there into your crib. It's like shit. You know what I'm saying? So as the generations, you know what I'm saying, you know, these type of elf towers and electromagnetic frequencies, extremely low frequency, as it keeps, mind you, 6G, they say is even smaller than 5G. So I think they said it's like 100 times smaller than 5G. So I'm saying, so you're talking waves that's literally right there at the same frequency as thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And as you know what I'm saying, like in Kemet, you know, ancient Kemet, you know what I'm saying, they talk about like Het Haru, like these types of energy waves that affect the reproductive organs. Like, you know what I'm saying, like they had the scarab beetle, you know what I'm saying, if you study fertility back in ancient Egypt, you know what I'm saying, like the way that the scarab beetle, you know what I'm saying, was affected by you know what I'm saying, the climate. You know what I'm saying? So like 5G, 6G, it's literally so small that it's like right there in the eggs, like right there. It affects the actual eggs of the woman. You know what I'm saying? It affects the actual sperm of the man. So like at that level, in those dimensions where the sperm is mixing with the egg, 5G is right there with it. You know what I'm saying? So like it has that effect that you see coming in, the type of lust that's pressed on the vagus nerve, you know what I'm saying? In these types of times, the kids is being born right into that energy. You know what I'm saying? So this is literally how it's affecting more than anything. And like, there's a lot of research you can do on this yourself. I've showed you. Know what I'm saying? I can show you a couple of. You know what I'm saying? You can look this up. The effects of electromagnetic waves on the reproductive system. This is an article about 6G. You know what I'm saying? And it's talking about where is it at? They already got this shit. Where is it? Right, they are right. Here it is. In 2020, scientists from the University of Singapore in Japan announced that they had created a chip for the terahertz waves, which might be used in 6G. So these are super small waves. So in October 2020, the Alliance, blah, 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 launched the Net Geo Alliance, an alliance consisting of blah, 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 blah. It says January 2022, the Purple Mountain Laboratories, China, claimed that the research team had achieved a world record of whatever 206 25 gigabytes a second data rate for the first time environmental terahertz frequency band, which is supposed to be the base of, you know what I'm saying, this type of technology. It says in 2020, China successfully test satellite with candidate 6G technology in the orbit. So they already got this shit in orbit. You see what I'm saying? It's already out here. You know what I'm saying? It says using long G March 6 launch vehicle rocket satellites intended to verify the terahertz communications in space. So they shooting this shit directly, you know what I'm saying, into the fetus and the reproductive organs, you know what I'm saying, the testicles of men and women, you know what I'm saying, the automatic, you know what I'm saying. So you seeing more and more lust kick into this world, you know what I'm saying. This is where the shit's coming from. You know what I'm saying? 4G, 5G, 6G, as we continue to I'm cool. As we keep moving towards 6G. You know what I'm saying? Right, let me show you this. Some shit you might want to read. EMF is electronic. What is it? ELF is extremely low frequency. EMF is electromagnetic field. You know what I'm saying? Which is what these things produce. You know what I'm saying? And it's telling you in this article that this affects women through their hormones. You know what I'm saying? Estrogen, testosterone, insulin, melatonin, sleep products. You know what I'm saying? Process. All this shit is in here. The pineal gland. You know what I'm saying? It's all thrown off by these EMFs, these electronic. You know what I'm saying? This is gaining more and more. You know what I'm saying? So like they still 2G is still out here. You know what I'm saying? It's just not being used as much. They're trying to shut it down, but like 2G is still out here. 3G is still out here. 4G is still out here. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, they just shut down the 3G grid. You know what I'm saying? But it's still kicking the way. It's still out here. You know what I'm saying? So like you're not just being affected by 0G, 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G. Now they got 6G. You know what I'm saying? These are multiple waves all hitting us, you know what I'm saying, all at the same time. So just because your phone is on 5G don't necessarily mean that your body is not being hit by, you know what I'm saying, by these frequencies. And mind you, it said, let me show you this. I can show you this real quick. It says, you know, miscarriages rates triple for women with top radiation exposures. You know what I'm saying? And ELF affects the blood. You know what I'm saying? The frequency. They won't. They try to act like they'll tell you that it don't do shit. You know what I'm saying? But like if you do the research, it'll tell you. Like ELF frequencies affect the blood. ELF and blood. Hold on, let me see if I can find this shit. ELF, extremely low frequency, ELF towers, right? And blood. You do the research yourself. You see what I'm saying? Hold on, let me see if this is gonna do this. Right, of course I can't find it right now. But you know what I'm saying? Extremely low frequency has an effect on your blood. And mainly, like I said, in the reproductive and the hormone part. Extreme low frequency and blood. Right. So here it is. Wait, no. Yeah, okay. But it affects right here. You see what I'm saying? Let me show you this. What up, people? You know what I'm saying? Come on with this shit. Right. The issue of extreme low frequency biologics is very controversial. Research focuses on personal cognitive, reproductive, and neurological effects. You know what I'm saying? It affects cardiovascular, brain behavior, hormonal, and system change. You see what I'm saying? So, and you got to remember that they hiding these shits in the trees. You see what I'm saying? Like, you look up, you thinking these motherfuckers is trees and shit. It's this shit. You know what I'm saying? So you wonder why, you know what I'm saying, all the fucking videos now got fucking thoughts and prostitution and every nigga on there is rapping about, you know what I'm saying, shooting and fucking, like, you know what I'm saying, it's getting worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? This is where it's affected. L-Towers is affected through the reproduction, the hormones. You know what I'm saying? They say like the neurological, you know, the neurological functions. You know what I'm saying? So don't think that this shit is not affecting you, because it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm showing you where it's affecting you. So make sure you do your own research. You know what I'm saying? So on that note, I'm gonna get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got the file. Oh, matter of fact, hold on. You can go to, hold on, let me do this. Hold on, let me do this. Hold on. Let me do like this. You go to Hoodex, you know what I'm saying? Look up the Elf Towers, you know what I'm saying? Do the research. You know what I'm saying? On that note, I'm gonna get out of here. 24/7, 365. Oh! I forgot to tell y'all. You did.